I'm going to make a video on how to make tuna cakes. This is a gluten-free recipe, but you can use wheat flour instead. I'm using quick oats. You have to use quick oats. About 2/3 of a cup of quick oats. If you have wheat flour and you'd rather use flour, use about a half a cup of flour for 3 cans of tuna. So this is just regular cheap tuna. This is a way to make cheap tuna into something that tastes good, other than trying to just have tuna salad sandwiches or like a tuna casserole or something. I mean, I really don't know what else a lot of people do with tuna. So I'm going to show you something else you can do with it that's really, really delicious, with something that's a pretty cost-efficient product. So I'm going to go ahead and open up all of my tuna and drain it and put it in this bowl. I have my tuna here, and I'm going to go ahead and chop up the garlic and this onion. You don't have to even use onion, or you can use less onion or more. I really wouldn't want to use too much onion, otherwise it would be an onion cake. But I really wanted to put some Old Bay seasoning in it, but I didn't have any, so there isn't any. But even without any seasoning, just salt and pepper even, and it's still wonderful. It's just a pretty simple, basic recipe. Most people use like a tartar sauce or something anyway when they eat them. So the level of spices and things you want to use is, up to you. I mean, I've even seen people put like chopped parsley in it before, but I'm not going to do that, and I don't have any parsley. So I'm going to chop up this onion and this garlic. I've got my onions and garlic chopped up. I only used about half of that onion. Like I said, I'm making an tuna cake, not an onion cake, so I'm going to put that onion and garlic in there. I'm going to go ahead and add the oats. Or like I said, if you want to add half a cup of flour instead, that works too. I'm going to add a little pepper to mine. I'm not going to add any salt, but if you wanted to add salt, you could. I think that it tastes fine without salt. And like I said, I make like a tartar sauce kind of thing for it, so it kind of doesn't really need a lot of seasonings in it, I don't think. And now I'm going to break the eggs and whip them together first. Whip them together before I add it to my mixture here. Okay, so I've got the eggs in here. I'm just gonna, I guess, beat them, not really whip them up. I'm not making like, I'm not making meringue or anything. Just kind of beat them together before you add them to your mixture here. Okay. And then this is the messy part where you just got to get in there with your hands and mix it together really good. Have it all mixed together here. Roll it into a little ball and make like a little patty. But I use the regular mouth rings, kind of like I saw a hamburger video I did where I used the wide mouth to make the hamburgers. This makes about the perfect size for a cake. When you take it out, you have this pretty little cake thing instead of something that just looks prettier. So I'm going to make these into these individual little cakes here. I'll be back. Here they are, made into little patties. And I'm going to just set these aside for about 10 minutes or so to kind of set before I fry them up. Which also works anyway, because I want to turn my burner on and get my pan hot and then add oil. You want to add oil to a hot pan, not a cool pan. And then you want your oil to be hot before you add your whatever you're cooking in the oil, so that it doesn't just suck a bunch of cold oil and get all gross. So I'm going to let these just sit here while I turn my burner on. I'm going to turn this on, since it's a pretty large cast iron skillet, to about right there. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add some oil in here and get it going. Okay, my oil is ready, and now I just put them in the pan. You don't want to put them too close together because it will cool the oil around them too fast and it will fry gross. And you just leave them in there for 4 minutes. And after 4 minutes, you flip them and do another 4 minutes, and they're done. it's it. If you don't want to use the pan fry method, you could try an air fryer or for maybe 4 minutes, or even baking them for maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. But I think they're best fried in a little bit of vegetable oil like this, 4 minutes on each side. And I've never tried with an air fryer. I'm sure that 3 to 4 minutes on each side in an air fryer would work just the same. If you try it out, you have to let me know if it's good or not. But this is it. You just try not to mess with them too much. Just let them sit. Don't fuss with them for the 4 minutes until you flip them. Okay, we've done them 4 minutes, and I flipped them, and now I'm just going to do another 4 minutes on this other side, and they should be ready to go. That's another quick reason why not to use too much onion or anything else in it, because as you can see, it will start to break apart if it's too clumpy or the onions are too large, not finely chopped up enough. I probably could have made some of my pieces a little smaller. But hey, it still works and it's still going to taste great. Here they are. I'm going to eat them with some mustard greens and some mixed picked vegetables that I did last year. To open these up here. I'm going to open into one here. Show you what they're like. If I can eat with this hand. They're so good. So delicious. It's healthy for you, I guess. It's fish. Even though it's fried. It's quick, it's easy, it's cheap, and it is really good. So if you have canned tuna, and you really don't want to make tuna fish sandwiches or something, or tuna melts or anything like that, or tuna salads, try this. It's pretty good.